It just stood there next to her, not whimpering, not trying to get close to her, not
Who's
there
wagging
was
its tail?
yeah, it was dark and he's a black
Wild thing.
dog. It was because it was at night. But he probably was. He probably was. And then like I said, he wasn't even. He's just standing like a yard away from her, just acting like he didn't give a shit. And then so I walk up and he already knows me. So he slowly ambles over towards me and parks himself, brushing up against my leg. So I'll scratch his neck like he always does, facing away from her. And so I just like instinctively start scratching his neck, and I just thought it's a good thing that this dog can't talk, because from the body language I'm hearing from him, the body language I can see, it seems like he doesn't understand what's going on, and he thinks, okay, she's broken, I get to live with you now, right?
Right.
She might not get up. She's done her reign of tyranny, and it's a good thing that the dog couldn't talk, because I'm sure he would have really dug himself into a hole, painted himself in a corner, however you want to put it. He would have resigned in such a way. It would have been like the movie The Color Purple, where Celie tells off Danny Glover's character, and then it turns out that she can't actually go with the person that she thinks is going to rescue her.
Yeah.
If that dog could talk, it would have been like, yeah, fuck you, you stupid whore. I'm out of here at long last.
Oh, shit, dude. That's fucking great.
Yeah.
That is a trick. That is a hell of a trick to get your dog to not give a shit about you. That is... I'm going to actually, now that you've said that, I haven't really paid attention. But that's not something you see often at all. Like, at all. So, I mean, I'm not even sure I'd know it if I saw it, It's how fucking rare it is that kind of thing happens. But if I ever see a dog that just doesn't give a shit about its owner, at least then I'll know I'm dealing with an asshole more than like before he even opens his mouth. Dog, like he fucking falls off a ladder. Dog just steps over him. Like an animal in the yard. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, my fucking neighbors always speak to me. Like always, and I hate it because I'm a very fucking, I'm not like a mean person in general, but I'm an antisocial person. I'm perfectly happy to be left alone, and like other human beings are not content to be left alone, and they need you to engage with them. And I don't have that part, and I get it, but I don't have it. So I try to do my best, and the reason I try to avoid it, it's not as selfish as you think. It's for them too, because I am terrible. I have a terrible poker face when it comes to pretending to give a shit. And I get busted every time, because you could tell by the look on their face, they're almost insulted by how little I give a fuck about what they're telling me.
Yeah.
They this look of just like, you know what? Fuck you. Just like washes over them. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Yeah. Like I tried to do this, but I'm just bad at it.
I'm the same way, but I've gotten a lot better at faking it. Right.
Yeah.
Most people, like if they talk to me, they might say, "Oh yeah, he can be downright gregarious at times," but really, I'm looking like for the first escape chance. I'm basically on the gaping plains, except instead of people trying to sodomize me, they're trying to talk to me. Like it's like, can I run? Do you think I could make it if I ran? If I just
Well, like, okay, so the other day, quickly as possible, like this lady across the street, she's fairly old, right? But she approaches me in the middle of the street, calls me by my name, and says, "Hey, come here for a second, I want to show you something." So I'm like, okay, well, what's this? What's this crap? Yeah. And in her car is like her granddaughter, I guess, with a newborn child. And I guess she wanted to show off her granddaughter. As it turns out, it's her great-granddaughter. And her granddaughter's like fucking 15. And like, I can't pretend to be happy about this. I was like, look, it's another mouth with feet, and it's going to die. Because you have this fucking retarded idiot who, spilled it out of themselves and has no fucking... And by the way, it's 11 o'clock on a Tuesday. We know why she's not in fucking school, because there's this thing now that she's got to... And I just want to, just tell her, this is horrible news. Why are you bragging to me? And so I said congratulations. It must have been the most horrible congratulations on planet Earth ever, because she just looked at me like, fuck you. I don't know how it came out. I know how I heard it come out, from my perspective, and I tried. But then they told me the baby's name, and this has been myself and Hazenberg. We've been kind of fucking joking about this recently because I told him the story. The baby's name was Serenity, and I thought to myself, see, this is this just made me even more upset.
Yeah.
I was like, why didn't you just name it Stripper? Why just name it
Yeah.
Stripper? Just get it fucking over with. Why just whore.
I love
Just
see
call it whore.
you could have had a total what is that show with the bald guy? Curb Your Enthusiasm. You could have had a Curb Your Enthusiasm moment, and you just could be like given that kind of affable smile, and they're like, "Her name's Serenity." I'm like, "Oh, that's nice. Is it too late to change it?"
Like, does she already have a lower back tattoo? Is that already there?
that
She's
that is
tramp
going
stamp
to become a
birthmark.
thing. Giving baby tramp stamps is going to become a thing. We will see it in our lifetimes.
Yeah, you know what? Like, it's on the table, man. It's on the fucking table. I'd like to argue with you, but I think it's on the table. There's a pin in that shit somewhere.
Yeah.
But but yeah, so when she said Serenity, I was telling Hayes, I said this made me angry, and it literally something popped into my head that immediately cheered me up. Was George Costanza yelling "Serenity now, Serenity now," and it just tied in so well with how annoyed I was with this whole situation that I've been fucking doing that Serenity now shit for the last few days, which I always thought was really great. He's supposed to be saying it in like this calm manner and all this, like he's screaming it to the side, Serenity now! I think you're missing the point here, buddy.
Man,
but yeah,
terrible.
I was like, why do you need me? Dude, I don't care. Not only do I not care, but now I'm depressed. Like now you bum me out because that's just like you just introduced me to two people whose lives are essentially over.
Yeah.
Right? Unless by some miracle they defy all the statistics. So I don't know. Good luck, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to. I have a lot more white trash stories where that comes from. I mean, that's the whole can of worms we've opened. White trash spawning more white trash. But
God damn.
Let's kill at least one more mob before we get back to that.
Let's give
Now
it a
we're
shot.
at 78 because of the liquor. Do you want to keep it, or do you want to masturbate and start over?
Let's start over.
Okay.
Yeah, let's start over. Let's throw that dildo in the trash.
Oh, okay, so just regular.
Yeah, don't fuck with that. Yeah, I've already defiled myself. Broke my own hymen. Like a jackass. Well, let's just say, all right. So Maletta has got a little bit of this DNA. Okay, like she's not completely out of the woods. Smart as she is, she might be the first in her family to go to college. All right, but she's gonna graduate.
But it's not a good college.
Yeah, it's a junior college.
She went to Evergreen College.
Right. She's going to Mizzou. We need some muscle over here.
Yeah. That's a good name. I need to start naming places in Renfield after. I forgot to do my plug of Renfield because we're talking about white trash, but I'll do it later. Anyway, yeah, Evergreen. That's such a nice name for such a horrible place. Yeah, I should look up the names of different schools and name regions and towns after them.
Serenity.
It just seems like taking colleges and using them as names for a hentai game seems appropriate.
I think every shitty neighborhood in America, and I've lived in my fair share of like apartment complexes, and every one of them have these beautiful names that are they're all just hills. It's like like there's Whispering Hills.
Yeah.
Like there's just some fucking guy on the porch, just like just with his shirt off, just smoking a joint in his underwear.
Yeah.
There's fucking pit bulls on like a fucking frayed leash that's gonna snap in any minute. It's just like, yeah, welcome to Serenity Hills, Serenity Falls. There's not a fucking fall anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Unless somebody gets drunk and falls off of the fucking balcony. That's about it. Okay. All right. Let's so I tricked this guy and just got a little tipsy from his rapey drink, right? And
Yeah,
he
and
found.
you got some gems.
Okay, that's cool. All right, let's try that one more time. I want to see about some
Plains.
enemies here. Yeah, let's go to the gaping plains.
Uh,
Hmm.
you hear some singing in a language you don't quite understand. Do you approach or avoid it?
Damn. Okay, let's. I feel bad about this, but let's approach.
Okay.
Let's give
You
it a shot.
stumble through a break in the tall foliage and discover a small, barren clearing. Even seated, the occupant of this unsheltered settlement is imposing. Standing up, she'd have to be at least 7 feet tall, maybe even 8 feet. She's a cowgirl. Well, not completely, anyways. She has a
Mm,
human face, but the top of her head is also adorned with a pair of stubby bovine horns and floppy cow ears.
mm.
And she has a German accent. The cowgirl's big brown eyes soften as she regards your relatively diminutive form. She smiles and coos. You're such a cutie. Isabella would never turn away someone like you. Come here. Would you like a drink?
Like
I'm not in the
every
place to do the German accent. Maybe later.
right, right. I gotcha. I don't think I can do one. I don't think it's possible.
I can because I study a little bit
Mm.
of German. Listen to a lot of
Ah,
German people.
nice.
I actually, you know what I do as for language studies is I take various Steam games that have multiple language support, and then like every time I level up, I change the language.
Oh,
So lately,
okay.
I've been playing Witcher 3, and every time I level up, I change the language, and it has a ton of different languages, right? It has like at least a dozen different languages that it supports. So
Right.
right now, I'm playing it in Polish, and then when I hit the next level, I'll be playing in Hungarian.
All right. You know, I was playing Destiny 2 yesterday with a couple of Polish guys, and one could speak barely any English, and the other one was like fluent, right? So
Yeah.
he was sort of translating
Hmm.
back and forth, and then we long story short, we got to this point. We were doing like one of the more challenging things, and um, we got to this point where we had to sort of skip an entire section by sort of maneuvering on our vehicles through this like battlefield where it was almost impossible to live unless you just zigzag. That's all the fuck you really got to do.
Yeah.
And so we finally make it across, and I just hear this guy say something really long-winded shit. Like it sounded like 3 sentences to me in Polish, and his buddy starts laughing. I go, "What'd he say?" And he goes, like he wanted to think about how does he go. Finally, someone with a fucking brain. So I guess that was like the short version of him bitching, and I guess it was because like they'd ran it with so many other people and they could never get past that part because the person would like not get on their vehicle and they just try to run through and just wind up dying every fucking time. Which that was pretty funny. Yeah. But yeah, I've been fucking playing the shit out of that game. But anyway, okay, so I'm scared to death of this person, truthfully, and I have some memory of this particular NPC. So I don't know if I should be picking fights or not. But I do want to test my newfound power here, so I kind of do want to pick a fight.
Want to fight?
Just yeah, let's give it a shot and see where it takes us.
You smirk at, you grab your beautiful sword, telling her you intend to have your way with her. She turns beet red and grabs her shield, announcing, "You won't find me such easy prey. I will punish you for being so naughty."
All right.
Level 15.
Ew, shit. That's a rough one. Huh. All right. Well, let's do a couple rounds and see what it gets us.
Physical, or do you want to? Or are we going magic?
Let's start with a fantasize,
Okay.
and we'll go see what she does. Ouch.
Yeah, so that hits pretty hard.
Hmm. Yeah, and I didn't do much in the way of increasing my lust either.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like she's the type to use lust attacks.
No, it doesn't. Because that shit
Well,
hurt.
but you also have a heal spell when you get the lust high enough, and the heal spell is pretty powerful.
Right.
So you're not.
I have a feeling. I don't know if I could last another 4 rounds just trying to get my lust up. It might be
Yeah.
3. I don't know. So let's try one more. Just see how it plays out. Because she's hitting
Oh,
pretty
you got
hard.
stunned. Yeah, that's another issue. Not as much damage, but a stunned. You're too stunned to attack. Got to recover. She hits you again. Yeah. So yeah, this if you'd walked into this fight with 50 lust, it probably would have been very one-sided in your favor because you've already had 2 chances.
Right. Okay. Let's try to flee and see if we can get away with that. I'm not even
Yeah,
sure.
you flee easily.
Okay. Cool.
All right, so you're gonna need to rest
Yeah.
and sleep.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now you're at 31, which is a good place because it'll be easy to get into that. It'll be easy to get it to 50. So
Okay. All right. Let's try that one more time. One more trip to the. There's a lot of fucking people trying to spike my drink and shit around here.
oh, now
This
this is
guy again.
yeah, this guy it's the same kind of mob, but he looks like he's just gonna attack.
Yeah, he's tired of fucking around with the booze. So it didn't work last time. Okay, let's fantasize a bit. He's 14. Let's see. Okay.
Okay, so his attacks don't really hurt that much. Oh, he stunned you though, but it'll be fine.
Okay, yeah, bust is going up.
All right, so you're just at the threshold. Do you want to
Yeah.
wait or fantasize?
Well, what's the difference as far as like what it'll do for my lust?
Well, wait. Okay, if you wait, he might use a lust attack, or you might have some lust gain per turn,
Okay.
and then fantasize gives a boost, which will definitely put you in the zone you need. The question is, will it be too much?
Okay, I
But
see.
so
Let's
far, it
try.
doesn't seem like it'll be too much if he doesn't use a lust attack as well, because you were gaining about 11 or 12
Right.
from a fantasize.
Yeah, let's just fantasize. It looks like he's just hitting me and stunning me
Okay,
and
yeah,
shit.
that's
So.
perfect.
Excellent. So yeah, now we'll cast him as soon as we get out of this.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah. Now we'll arouse the
Boom.
shit out of him. Let's do it.
Okay, so he actually is taking more. Oh, you've become more comfortable with your spells, further reducing your spell cost by additional 15%.
Okay.
Okay.
That's nice. All right,
All right.
let's see where he's at here.
So he did a lust attack. You're kind of in a dangerous place here, but it's not displaying anything here.
Right.
So
I'm
I
not
wonder.
sure. Yeah, my lust is definitely an issue, not my damage taken. So, yeah, maybe try another one and see if
I wonder, is it just a glitch?
you are far too aroused to focus on.
Basically, it seems like white magic is low, black magic is high.
Okay.
So we'll try this. Distracting him further, it says. But okay, so yeah, so he has like some kind of he has some kind of resistance to it, because now we're seeing that it begins. So he seems like he's resistant to this kind of this form of attack.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, let's try a physical attack and see what it does. Just see what kind of damage I'll do. Probably not much.
46. He used a tease attack. That did, so it would take 10 strikes with that.
Right. Time to get the fuck out of Dodge, I'm guessing.
Okay. Oh, he stunned you. This is bad.
Or maybe I can. Let's see.
Yeah, you gotta get out. You gotta get out of this first.
Yeah.
That stun attack is ridiculous. Look at that.
Damn.
Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, I'm fucked. Damn, dude.
Your cooter is now a little loose.
Okay. All right. I just better not be fucking pregnant. That's all I ask. Your senses.
Once you recover from your brutal fucking, you shamefully gather and redress in your garments, head back to camp. Cum still dribbling from you as you go. Yeah, I mean, it's like he was practically immune to your, the thing that you were counting on.
Interesting.
I mean, it could have. Who knows? Maybe another arousal attack. I mean, but then that final stun lasted like 5 rounds.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I fucking didn't have much of a chance after that. All right. God damn. The fucking plains, man. My arch nemesis. Just the entire goddamn area.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. It doesn't look like I'm having much luck there at all. Although, All right, let's. Taladre got an abortion clinic or a place I can get a
No.
morning after pill. All right, I don't want to be having any fucking satyr kids anytime soon.